Going on, guys? It's Lady B. I have the best hero pet combination that you can bring to most of your strategies that's going to overpower your way through attacks. Stay tuned. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So it is official that the Town Hall 14 update has dropped. You saw all the sneak peeks, you saw some of the strategies to come, and today we're going to talk about one of my favorite hero pet combinations and how versatile and OP it actually can be. Now, this particular combination happens to be the queen with the unicorn, the king with the yak, the warden with the electro owl, and the royal champion with L.A.S.I.E. So this seems to me like a pretty kind of straightforward combination. I mean, the unicorn seems to pair nicely with the queen because you would think to maybe use it for charges. The king is our tank, so the yak would seem to be the most obvious choice. The warden with the electro owl, because they both have some nice range and zap things. I think that's a perfect combination. And the royal champ using L.A.S.I.E. because it hops over walls. So on paper, when you think about this, this is the most obvious combination to put together, and it's the most versatile and overpowered that I seem to have found in a variety of attack strategies, including Zapquake Lalo, Zapquake Super Witch, doing Queen Charge, which I like to call in this case the Unicorn Charge, Zap Dragon, and also using that Unicorn Queen Charge with the use of hybrid, including a regular hybrid and a Zapquake hybrid. Now, the Zapquake Log Launcher Lalo and the Zapquake Super Witch you might have already seen in my other videos introducing the hero pets and also talking about the Electro Owl, which was featured in game. You can actually take a look at the videos. So we're going to skip over those and let's start off with the dragon attacks. So with the use of this hero pet combination with dragons, I do like the use of the queen walk value, the unicorn walk value on this, because you can keep your queen going for days and helping quite a bit with the cleanup along the outside edge of the base. So it's really not that too much more of an investment, and you can bring your king to the opposite side and actually pick up some good value. And in this case, I actually like to bring the Zapquake value because for dragons, if I see a single targeting inferno or too many, I want to get rid of them. And with this particular base, we actually have 2 single targeting infernos in the path. So I do want to eliminate one, and I don't mind getting rid of a builder hut structure as well. These weaponized builder huts, they will keep trying to work through. So I want to get rid of that. And the king offers a nice value as picking up some outside area and ground and then keeping the queen alive. So let's actually take a look at this raid. So you can see here, my objective is actually to give some good value for the king, and I want to section off and take out that nice outlying eagle artillery. And one of the things I do is knock out the single targeting inferno and the builder hut from inside the base, because that helps the dragons and it also helps the king just a little bit coming through. But those single targeting infernos you really don't want in the way of your dragons if you can avoid it. So I wind up leaving one on the base and then a multi in the back. So the king and the yak combination together is a really nice push taking on the eagle, and you can see I've got a nice line path starting and set for my dragons to work through. A slight delay before I start working my unicorn queen walk down to the bottom of the base, but with the queen here and the unicorn together, it actually keeps her alive quite a bit to work through and remain to the back end here, helping with quite a bit of cleanup. And as you can see, this warden and the owl working together stay in a nice array. And I've delayed dropping my royal champion. So with most dragon attacks, you're often going to leave your royal champ to the outskirts to help with the power through. And I actually tested out this clone. I wanted to see the clone in use, and it helps out quite a bit having those extra loons clearing some of the surrounding defenses. But all in all, we've got a beautiful path set and together, and you can see L.A.S.I.E. following the royal champ. So again, a nice combination. She helps clear out some of the path, and yes, indeed, she's working along with the queen, but this actually helps with the royal champion working along with the dragons, keeping the queen alive, because a queen can stay alive till the end of the raid and help clear out any compartments that the dragons might fizzle out through. And you do see that they are starting to fizzle out a little bit, getting picked off because they're taking that front lead, but the queen stands stands, survives, and this three healer combination is very, very powerful with the unicorns and the queen working together. And even Lassie remains here to the end despite the royal champion down for the count. And this is so overpowered that I'm actually able to keep my queen ability reserved to the tail end of the raid. So this is just one example of the use of the dragons and this particular hero composition. And this particular hero pet composition, and showing how versatile it is. Now in this one, we use the same hero pet composition. And again, we're actually using the same army comp. So using the queen with the unicorn walk on the outside and a Zapquake. And the Zapquake offers me some nice value to take on that single targeting inferno, which helps line up part of my path for the dragons and eliminates any threat to the queen. So it narrows out the path a little bit and offers that nice start to the funnel here. So I do need to funnel the next side of my base. You can see I use my Yeti and some sneaky goblins to help set the path so I can actually sneak that king through into the eagle compartment. I like taking out the eagles if I can because it limits that nasty damage that you typically don't want to have coming through. And the next part is getting the dragons set for their funnel. So bookend drags and the queen down and set with her charge because we want to help with some of the cleanup on the outside edge. And she's not going to take on the town hall. It's actually the blimp that sails through to take on the town hall, but I want her wrapping around the corner and something needs to take care of that cleanup. So because we can get her going for days, that's why I opt to bring that in. We do have the warden again with the owl, the electro owl working through, and the royal champ with Lassie. So that all works nicely together in conjunction, getting through this hard, tough push inside the base where we also have the clan castle troops and sneaking by my blimp and again the clone spell just to get those loons, getting the town hall down quickly. It does work out really nicely. And you'll notice the queen at the top side of the base still going strong through this, hanging on to her ability. It was a nice spread out and fan of the dragons and of course the royal champion, just ensuring that that scatter shot actually goes down and it just remains to a single compartment on the back end, which of course the dragons can't take care of. But because we're able to keep our queen alive, it helps out quite a bit. And you can see how much work this electro owl is actually doing with the warden and the dragons working together. Now, yes, it doesn't stand the test of time. It gets knocked out due to the AD, as does the warden to the single. But the queen's got enough health and life left over, including her ability, because of the power of using her not only with the unicorn, but bringing those three healers just to give her a little extra longevity. Okay, so let's actually talk about it not only with dragons, but in using a hybrid, this particular combination, along with the use of those healers. Because, I mean, it doesn't mean that you're always going to use these healers. It just depends on the composition. But for things like hybrids, I do like it. And even the dragons, I think it's going to serve fairly useful. So let's see it in action with the hybrid. Now, in this case, you might have seen the unicorn charge video that I did. And yes, I accidentally hit a Town Hall 13 at the start of it. But there is another video linked inside that you can actually see the hit on a Town Hall 14 base. And this does show how overpowered it can be using in combination with the hybrid, this unicorn queen charge, to pick up some good value. So in this case, we're not bringing the Zapquake. We're just going straight forward, but I've got 20 miners to go with my hybrid. So this means I can really bully through the base. Now, the way I start this off is by setting up my funnel to get my queen, and I want to pick up the eagle. Again, I hate dealing with eagles, so I actually like to take them down rather quickly if I can, but it also offers a great portion of value here because I've got a straight ease path through into the town hall right past the scattershot chamber. So that's a nice narrow section that my hybrid can take on. So the queen, I've got to quickly get her healed up. So drop that rage as she takes on the king. And I've got to get the path open and set. And you'll notice that the archer, the way I placed it, gives the queen a nice chunk of meat to work her way up and inside to this 3 o'clock chamber. If I had actually taken out the gold mine with a goblin, the queen wouldn't have enough meat to work her way up and inside. She would most likely pull her way down towards that Tesla farm section, where we do have a lot of other structures. I don't think it would be the Teslas, but the other remaining structures to pull her through. Now, I don't get a lot of value out of the queen in this one. It is a dirty dirty push inside, but you can see I'm able to pick up a lot of value. The eagle goes down. I can take care of the clan castle troops, and it's enough to power the queen through and help for the start, and actually sneak the healers slightly over to try and work through with a hybrid. Now, it doesn't mean that the healers would necessarily survive, but I've got 20 miners to bring along, and the queen did pick up a nice chunk of the base, and that means the king can work on the outside with the yak, picking up a ton of value, actually leading up to the 9 o'clock chamber. And the warden and royal champion, because they're working alongside, can also pick up a ton of value. I mean, look how long the king is going. So we're thinking about this as different trade values, where you can be smart about how you're using your heroes. Even if you're not getting as much value as you would in Town Hall 13 with it, the pets function differently now. And you can see how powerful the king actually is with the combination of this yak. And look at the warden, the Electro Owl helping him out quite a bit. The Royal Champ and Lassie go in the distance here. I'm able to launch off that Seeking Shield and still get that single targeting Inferno down as Lassie helps her through and through. And you might notice that the king has not burned through his ability yet. He's still got the yak helping to do some great tanking. We've got the miners that split up just a little bit, working through, and all those wizards together. And I was able to pretty much swag the king ability. It wasn't needed to get through this one, but it was enough to really power through with the 3-star. And let's take a look at this final combination of the same hero pet composition and working alongside with that queen unicorn charge. And this time I'm actually bringing the Zapquake combo. So in this case, again, typically if I'm bringing the Zapquake because I need a certain amount of spells to get through with some of my army compositions, I like the 5-1 combo, which means eliminating a single an Inferno of sorts. And in this case, it was a single targeting Inferno that would possibly pose some issues for my queen, but eliminating it also helps to set up the path that I need to get my queen working through with the assist of some of the sneaky goblins coming in, and of course that Yeti. So the main push here is to take on the town hall and get to the clan castle, because typically, yes, you can actually work through clan castles with your hybrid because you've got your royal champ working behind, but you really don't want to have to risk that. It's always nice when your queen can pick up that value, and this is, seemingly a pretty big push, and the queen actually does survive on this one because once she's able to get through and through, it does work. And those super wall breakers actually do help get that lure and get everything together for the queen, where I really need to get her in and taking things out. Now, you can see the unicorn does not survive here. The unicorn does get taken down rather quickly, and you do have to be mindful of that, but it does give the queen a little bit of a power through. And those three healers are more than enough to keep her powering along and taking on a good chunk of the rest of the base, including that scatter shot. So as the hybrid starts in, again, we've got the king combination with the yak, and with this and the siege barracks together, it's really just a huge power through the outside edge of the base. Queen takes on the king. I was able to use the ability to help her get through that. Super minions do target her, but the queen's able to really find her way through, take them out, and we've got a nice path set. This is a nice straight line moving down. The king doesn't survive the whole raid, but he clears out a huge chunk, enough so that we keep the hybrid pathing along. And again, it's that combination of the warden and the owl together, that electro owl, I think, are just such a great combination. And the royal champ and Lassie. Lassie only makes it through the center of the space, but it gives the royal champ enough cover along with those miners to keep that seeking shield to the end and get through, pretty much hanging on to it. I mean, this is why I think it's such a powerful combination, because we are seeing these with these attacks, a lot of hero swag coming in. So I think this is a combination of choice, at least what I would 100% recommend. So you've seen it in a bunch of different attack styles and strategies, and let me know your thoughts as you're working through with the hero pets and the combinations. Let me know what your favorite combinations are, and if you do wind up trying this out with the strategies I've highlighted either today or in previous videos, let me know how it's working for you and if you have any questions. As always, don't forget to check the descriptions where I have links to my Discord server, where if you join it, you can get free weekly drops of bases courtesy of Blueprint Base Building. I mean, who doesn't like free bases? And they have some of the best base builders around. You can follow me on social media where you can keep up to date what's going on with my stream, war schedules. And don't forget to follow me on Twitch where you can watch tons of live wars going on, including those from my guys at ATN. And we've got an upcoming ESL Meisterschaft match today as I'm recording this video. So that's about it for now. Until next time, this is Lady V. I'll catch you guys later.
You